Alright everyone, hello, and welcome to my stupid playthrough of a stupid game. This is Baroque for the PS2. It's one of my personal favorite games. Most people probably don't understand why. I don't really understand why either. This was a game that was released in 2008 on the PS2 and the Wii. I've noticed that on the stream that the video is a little behind, so if anyone types anything in the chat, I may be a little late to noticing it, so you might notice that. Anyway, so let's get started. Now, the way this game is set up is where each time you die, you start at the very beginning, level 1 and everything, just like the roguelike, that's the genre it's in. So, here is our, I guess you'd call it a hub, but, I don't really know. Oh, a cat just jumped on top of me in real life. Okay, anyway. So, we will be heading to the Neuro Tower, which you can see over in the distance. Very ominous. But, before we go, I will be talking to a few people in this hub, I guess. This here is the item collector. He, I bet no prizes for what he does. He collects items. See, let's go talk to this guy.
What happened to Longneck? He seems to be buried oh so comfortably.
Okay, he's asking about Longneck, who is over here.
Can you give me a heart seed?
I don't have any of those.
I feel strange. I feel like I died once before.
Now, it is relevant because, it's relevant to the story at least, because I was once, playing this game, I guess you could say. Gosh, I really need to get to, knowing exactly what I'm going to be saying. This is a save file I have been playing on for a while, but like I said, it really doesn't matter if you've been playing for a while, because once you die, you're essentially starting the game over, and the only difference would be a few different lines some characters say.
Angel said, if I had the absolute God's core, we can restart the world over and over again. I will be the next one to create and sustain the world. I'll return the world to normal in an instant.
Now, what is interesting about this kind of mechanic is that the game is set up to where you don't know what the heck is happening, and you are forced to piece together everything that is happening based off of what everyone's saying. So this is pretty much one of the first games that implemented the you have to die in order to progress the story mechanic, which I honestly think is really unique. It's one of the reasons why I like this game, because, you know, it's the easiest thing to die, but it makes it to where you have to die under particular circumstances in order to progress the story. So, let's move on and get to the Neuro Tower, because that's really what the whole meat of the game is in, and I will explain a few more things.
In this world, there will be times when you lose sight of what you're supposed to do, but do not worry. This world is changing ever so slightly. The flow is moving. As you are killed, as you die, you will slowly understand. Now, come to the bottom.
Alright, that was the Archangel who is waiting for us at the bottom of the Neuro Tower. He's given us this rifle here. It is called the Angelic Rifle, but you can only fire it 5 times. Luckily, every time you fire it, if you hit an enemy, it will instantly kill them. So I guess you just gotta use it wisely, because we will be running into a lot of people. So, here we go to the tower. So here is the first floor. You will get used to it, and I will introduce you to the clunky combat of this game. Start off by punching fish. Give him a bit of roundhouse kick. Alrighty. So, we have picked up a few items. Let's see what we got here. So, this is a rubber coat. It will give us 2 defense. I will equip it. And a frost sword, which will, each time we hit something, it will deal ice elemental damage, which is good. See, now this is called a branding. Depending on which one you use, it will give you different effects. But, we don't know what this one is because it's not telling us, so it's kind of a risk if we used it right now, because once we use it, we won't be able to remove it. So if it's something we don't like, well, that's a big problem. So we're just going to have to wait until we can somehow identify it, or just never use it at all. Good thing about this game is that you can save each time you go down a floor. I need to stop saying don't I? Okay, so here we are on the second floor. Or, excuse me, minus 100 cubits. Even though this is a tower, we are actually going down the tower, not up the tower. Let's turn on my map real quick. Now it's important to make sure we're killing a bunch of things because we need to build up that experience. And in order, because as we get going through here, if you just run to each port to go down to the next floor, you will be getting chased by lots of enemies. So we don't want that. Well, you can get chased, but if you meet a dead end and you turn back around, there will be a horde of guys following after you, and it just won't be good. So let's... Usually, rule of thumb is to go down each floor, check out each floor and what it has to offer for you, because sometimes there will be good things, things that progress the story, so you don't really want to skip over each floor. Because these are randomly generated floors, so we'll see about that. Also, in this stream, we'll be going down, all the way down to the very bottom of the Neuro Tower, and we will see what is hiding there.
Help me. Even now it hurts. My chest feels like it's going to collapse.
Another plot-relevant cutscene right there. Each time you die and come back in the Neuro Tower, each time you return to this room, we will be seeing a different cutscene, which is why it's important to always keep on doing Neuro Tower runs. So after we finish that level right there, we'll go ahead and head down to the next floor. Alright, we are on minus 200 cubits underground. Where we start seeing some weird enemies. Oh, what am I kidding? All the enemies in this game are weird. Now, the reason I wanted to do this stream is because there really isn't a whole lot on the internet about this game, so I wanted to do a stream that kind of showed people what it's like, how to do certain things, and really, it's just a game I really like a lot. Okay, so we got some more stuff here. We got some more coats, which we can put on, and they will have added bonus effects. So right now we have on the rubber coat, which gives us 2 defense. That's the puny coat, give us 1 defense. And the leather coat, which will give us 2 defense. So, since the rubber coat has the added lightning effect, and it has the same amount of defense as the leather coat, we'll probably just stick around with the rubber. This is a heart seed. It will restore your vitality, which I will explain in a minute. This is an antidote fluid. Of course, it cures poison. We're not poisoned right now. So here are bones. Bones also have additional effects for whenever you eat them or throw them. Since it's not telling us what kind of bones these are, we're just going to leave them alone because some of them will explode if you eat them, which will probably kill you instantly. We don't want that right now. So we are going to just leave everything be and see what comes. Each time you step on that button right there, fire shoots out, and it is not good if it hits you. Anyway, so vitality up there, you'll see at VT, it is constantly decreasing. The only way you can refill it is if you see that little red thing right there. If you collect it, your vitality will go up, allowing you to go just a little more, or you can eat a heart seed or a heart fruit, and it will restore it as well. And as long as you have vitality, your HP will gradually recover. Once your vitality goes out, you will start dying. Your HP will start going out. So it's very important to keep that up, otherwise you will slowly die. And that may not be what you want to do, because like I said, dying is a mechanic in this game, but there are certain times you do want to die and certain times you don't want to die. So you need to stay alive as long as you need to until you're ready to leave the tower or just whatever. Okay, so here's a port bone. So it says consumer warps to a room with a port. No effect if you haven't found the port. So a port is that portal that will lead us to the next level. But it only works if we already know where the port is. So see, there it is right there. So whenever I eat that port bone, it will take me to the room. Now, since we haven't explored all of the room yet, or the floor, we won't go down there just yet. We'll beat up some more guys to get my level up. Alright, so here we got, we just picked up, where'd it go? Here it is. Guryu? I guess that's how you say it, I'm not Japanese. But it is rotten, so, this is a meat. It does replenish your HP, but, this one in particular, since it's rotten, it will give us a stomachache, which will permanently lower your attack or defense, unless you can have some kind of item that will recover it. But since you're relying on the randomly generated items that either monsters drop or what you find on the floor, we probably won't be finding any items that will, what's the word? Recover what we lose from a stomachache. So we're going to leave that alone, and maybe we'll see if we need it down the line. You gotta get those heart things because they disappear quick. Oh, where'd this guy go? There you are. Come here. There we go. So here's another coat here. We just picked up another puny coat. We don't need that, probably. So, since we don't need it, I will keep it here so that I can throw it. Oh, who's this?
Stay. Please. Pure water. Your crystal.
How very cryptic. This entire game is cryptic. So, right here what we have, if I turn the camera up, you can see those two glowing orbs right there. Now those are called consciousness orbs. At the very beginning in the hub, there are also consciousness orbs. If you throw something into it, it will be warped back up to the front. So if I die, I can still have an item that I throw into the consciousness orb. So I will throw a puny coat into the consciousness orb. So the next time I die, or if I complete the tower, when I go back to the beginning, like I was at the beginning of the stream, I can go talk to the item collector, and he will give me that puny coat. I will also throw a vitality coat in there, so I can also get it later. Now the reason why I'm throwing those items in there is because I'm trying to fill in the item list, which catalogs every item that you put into a consciousness orb, which helps you progress the database. You know, it's just a 100% completion thing that I want to do. So now we're going to go ahead and head back to the port, because that was one of the significant things we wanted to see on this floor. So now that we're through with the floor, we probably want to go on to the next one. And I need to hurry because my vitality is running low, but luckily, I still have this heart seed right here that I can use in case I run out. Now, you constantly have to be on the move in this game. You don't want to stand still for too long. Alrighty, we will move on to the next floor. Okie dokie, here we are. So we just picked up another branding. It also is not specified what kind it is, so we're not going to use it just yet. Alright, so here's a tile right here. Each time you step on it, well, it just broke. Well, when I stepped on it, it sent out flames, which would kill enemies around it. But, however, if an enemy stepped on it, the flames would hit me. So, yeah, you just gotta be real careful about where you are and what's hitting what. So let's keep on moving. So we just picked up another heart seed, so our vitality should be good for a while. Oh. Get rid of this guy real quick. Stop. Okay, so here is the Cursebringer Angel. This is not an enemy, it's actually a friend that will help you. So, let's say I have some items I don't want, like these puny coats, since I'm never going to wear them. Well, if I throw a puny coat into it... Hey, get away. Alright, and then I throw the second puny coat into it. It'll give me something else. So this one just gave me a piece of meat, which will help me recover my health in an emergency, which is a lot more useful than some coats I'm not going to wear. Now this is another coat, I don't know what it is. So, if I put it on, there's a chance that it has something called a glue brand on it. And a glue brand will make it to where you can't ever take off the coat. So if it's a bad coat and we don't want to take it off, or we do want to take it off, excuse me, that will not be good, because for the rest of the tower run, we will be stuck in this one coat. So I'm not going to risk it, so I'm going to throw the leather coat in there, since I'm not going to wear it either. And we'll also throw this coat in there. And... oh, it fixed up the coat for us. Let's try it again. And it gave us some mystery bones. We still don't know what these are. We'll try throwing it at an enemy, and then we'll see what its effects are, because when you throw it at an enemy, whatever effects it will have on you, it will instead have on the enemy. So, let's check that out later. Let me step on you. Alright, so, here we're going to throw a bone at them. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, this game's really clunky with its... okay, let's try this again. There we go. Well, I'm not sure what it did, but it killed it. Let's head down here, because I see there is another hallway I can go down. We found another heart seed. It would definitely come in handy, because we're still barely running out. So we found another antidote. Alright, we found a parasite too. I'll explain what that does in a second. So, here is a parasite. A parasite can either be put into you, into a coat, or into your weapon, and it has various effects. Maybe it can raise your defense, or maybe it can make your sword do fire damage. Who knows? We don't know what this one does, because, as it says there, it is unidentified. Lots of unidentified stuff we got here, so, that's not good. Oh, we got some wings, too. So a wing is an equipable item. As you can see right there, he's got some wings on now. And this one raises our luck, which is a increased chance of doing a critical hit, which will deal more damage. So, also, even though we're not poisoned, an antidote, when we use it, it will increase our health and our vitality just a little bit. So even though we're not poisoned, it still has its uses. So we'll go ahead and use both of them to get that vitality up a little bit more, so I don't have to use those heart seeds just yet.
If you combine a parasite
with another parasite to create a composite parasite, you'll have quite a useful parasite.
myself and
I are
a composite angel.
Interesting. We'll see what happens if we talk to them again.
Combine a parasite.
Okay. They don't have anything new to say. So, if a lot of you are wondering what the heck is up with this world, I will explain it. So, there was an event called the Great Heat, which is a big explosion. And after the explosion, people were turning into the monsters that we're seeing here, that we're beating up. These were once people. And also, that person we just talked to were two people that got fused together. So after this whole Great Heat thing, or the blaze, excuse me, that's the Japanese word, the world pretty much went to ruin and everything is just crap now. So the Archangel told us that there is a way to fix it, I just have to meet him at the bottom. So we'll just kind of have to continue on, and we'll see if there's a way to fix everything. because things are not looking good for the world right now. We need to fix it. Maybe. I don't know. So, let's see what's next. So we got a junk sword. Let's see what that does. A junk sword is a really shoddy sword. It does only attack +2. That is useless. We will not be using it. So, we will throw it at you, and it kill you instantly. Haha. Alright, we picked up another parasite. Let's see what it does. Alright, it says it is used with an item to identify it. So, since we got these two brandings right here that we don't know what they are, we'll go ahead and use this parasite, and we will put it on the branding. And it turns out this is actually a healing branding, which is pretty good, because it raises your HP restore speed. We will go ahead and mark ourselves with it. Okay, so now I have the healing brand. So now my HP will gradually increase a lot faster, which is very useful. Ooh, these guys are a pain to fight. Let's stop. I'll explain what that item was in just a second. Alright. So this is called a Torturer. So it says it summons all meta beings, those are the enemies, and items on the same floor to the current room. So whenever I use that, every single enemy that's on the floor will be teleported to one room that I am in. So unless I want to die, I probably shouldn't use that just yet. Come on. No. Alright. Now with these green enemies, if you hit them on the back, you will deal extra damage. However, they do have a certain move that can blind you if you are behind them, so you gotta be extra careful when you're fighting them. So it looks like this room. Gotta go up this right here. See what's down this hallway. Alright, we found the fort. It's that blue thing right there on the minimap. But, like I said before, we will not be using the fort just yet, because it looks like there's still a little bit of unexplored territory on this floor. As you can see right there, those little purple things. That means there's still another hallway we haven't gone down. So, we're gonna go ahead and head back. No, that's the wrong way. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's watching or not, but if anyone has any more questions, please just go ahead and put it on the chat and I will be sure to answer it. Okay, so we found a box. Now this says it's a flesh box. It contains flesh, which is the stuff that restores your health. Sometimes explodes when opened. So, I don't want that to explode on me just yet, so I might do it when I go down another floor after I've saved, so I can cheat. And this is a tall floor. And they only get bigger. Alright, we found another junk sword. Which we can throw that at them too. Alright, so we found an arrow bone. Now these are the reason why I didn't want to eat an unidentified one, because it says here it breaks teeth and inflicts damage. Meaning if I ate it, it would hurt me. However, if I threw it at an enemy, it would be a lot better because it can deal quite a bit of damage. So we'll hang on to that so we can throw it at somebody that we don't feel like fighting. Uh-oh, here we go.
Even though the Archangel can't move, he hasn't given up. He's still manipulating the consciousness orbs to control the believers.
So this girl's saying that the Archangel is a bad guy. We'll see about that. Alright, so, as you can see up here, that is another consciousness orb I can use to throw an item into. So, let's see. For later, when I do another tower run, what item would I want to? So, I don't see all that many flesh boxes, so I'll go ahead and throw it up there. Alright, so let's move on. It looks like we have explored pretty much everywhere on the floor because those little purple hallways, looks like they just connect with each other and there's really no need to keep on. So we'll go ahead and head for the port. Oh wait, that's right. We don't need to do all that walking because we have a port bone, which we will eat. And it warped us all the way to the portal room. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. We'll grab that. Thought I couldn't. And we're moving on to 500 cubits, or minus 500 cubits, excuse me. We're going to resume the game. Alright, here we are on another floor. Uh-oh. You gotta watch out for these red guys, because they will attempt to... Yep. They steal your things, and then they run off with it. So he just ran off with one of my heart seeds. I need to get that back, because those are pretty important. Oh, almost got him. Did he stop? I gotta watch out, because I'm surrounded. I don't need to be surrounded. Alright, looks like I got my heart seed back. There we go. Ooh, I got 2. Alright, we took care of those guys all well. Okay, so, our capacity has been reached. We can no longer carry any more things. I can only carry 20 at a time. So, it's time for me to start going through some stuff and see what I need to get rid of. So, I'll eat a few seeds and get my vitality up. And also, let's see, I got a vitality coat, which would raise my max HP. Oh, excuse me, VT, my vitality, which is good. And I will throw this at someone else later. I'm fairly good on health. I don't need to eat one of these yet because my HP will gradually recover. I will only use this in emergencies if I get surrounded by enemies. So I'll save that for later. So we got a little bit of space left. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. So we just picked up, it says increase the amount of bones you have. So whenever I use this, my port and arrow, there's a chance that I might get a few more. So let's see what happens if I use it. Alright, so I got a few more of both of these, which is, it's okay, it's not bad. And let's see, I got an antidote. We'll go and check that to get a little bit more health and vitality. And here's our friend, the Cursebringer Angel again. So let's see if we can trade some stuff. So we got a junk sword. I don't want that. Oh, he just replenished it, so let's try it again. Okay, and then I'll use the rubber coat. And it gave us something called Beast, which is a beast coat. It will give us 4 defense. So right now we only have 2 defense added from the vitality coat, but also 25 vitality added by the vitality coat. So I think vitality is a little more important than defense right now. So I will throw this back at the Cursebringer Angel and see if I can synthesize it for something different. And so I don't know what this branding is, so I'll go ahead and throw it at you too. And it gave us an unknown sword. Now there's a chance it could also have a sticky brand or a glue brand. And so if it has a glue brand on it, I would be stuck with the sword for the rest of the tower. And if it's a crummy sword, I probably don't want it. So we'll throw that back at you too. And let's see, we don't know what these bones are, so we'll throw it at you too. And we got another frost sword. I don't need that either, so we'll throw it at you, and then we'll throw some more bones at you. We got a heart seed, we'll throw some more bones. That's useful. We got a storm sword. We'll throw some more bones. We got a box. Alright. So it looks like we got some nice stuff. This one's it's going to be a little bit slower because it is a two-handed weapon. And it does the same amount of damage as the frost sword, so we're probably just going to go ahead and keep the frost sword and throw the storm sword at someone else later. Alright, so we just got a stomach ache torture. Let's see what it does. Gives stomach aches to metabeings over a wide area. So if I'm ever in trouble, I can just throw it at them. Or not throw it at them, I can activate the torture. Alright, so we got another heart seed. Goodness gracious, we have them all over the place. So, I can try to get my vitality all the way up to max. We'll use that by eating a bunch of port bones, and then eating a seed, because see how my vitality is 123 out of 123? If I eat one, it will increase my max vitality by 10. I just got a message from Androne. Let's see what he said. He said, so basically in this game, dying isn't too bad of a thing, but you still gotta monitor how much you die. Pretty much, because at certain points in the tower, maybe you want to talk to a certain person, you want to give them a certain person on a certain floor. Let's say on floor 1400, you run into a particular NPC that's in one of the rooms on the floor, and you have to give them a certain item. That will progress the story the next time you die. So, yeah, kind of. It's not like just dying all willy-nilly progresses the story. You gotta do certain things and then die. So, let's keep on recovering our vitality, and we can continue on. We'll throw this arrow bone at you, because we need to start getting rid of these items, because you cannot just pack right everything. We got another seed, goodness gracious. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you something. So, you see these little fire grates right here? They shoot fire, yeah. So, if I throw a piece of meat on it, it will be burnt, meaning it got cooked. So it's no longer going to give us a stomachache if we eat it. That means we're not going to lose attack and defense if we eat it, which is very good. So it says a blackened piece of meat restores all HP but drains 50 vitality. So that means if I eat it, it will restore all the HP I have, but it will drain some vitality, which is good for emergencies. If I'm ever surrounded by enemies and I need to get back to 100% HP really quick, I just need to eat this, which is a good thing. And really, I think it's pretty neat how they added this mechanic in there, because I honestly didn't expect anything to happen when I first threw something on there. I thought, hey, it'd be cool if it cooked it or something. And sure enough, it did. And it really just shows me how dedicated the developers of this game, they really put a lot of work into this game. Like, even though it was made in 2008 and it kind of looks like crap, yeah, I can tell that they put a lot of care into it. Excuse me. There we go. And I think these things just drop a lot of heart seeds or something, which is good. So we'll keep on going. And let's see. We got one more hallway we haven't gone into, so let's see what's down there. Here's a big one. Ah! There we go. So, that one dropped a piece of meat as well, but it is rotten also, so let's go ahead and cook it too, so we don't get a stomachache when we eat it. Alright, so that one's burnt. Okay, now we have explored everything on this floor. Let's get moving on to the next one. Oh yeah, that's right, we can use our port bones. So used to not having those. And we go to the next one. Alright, here we are. Now this floor, these particular floors, the music that plays on this one I think is probably the creepiest in the soundtrack. Ah, no. Alright, got rid of that guy real quick. So we gotta be on the lookout because we will be facing a new enemy here. Let's charge up while our back is turned. Alright, got rid of her real quick. So it says here that it is just regular old flesh, which means it is not identified, which means it could give us a stomachache, and I don't really want to bother with holding that, because I don't know what it's going to do to me if I use it. Okay, we'll head this way, since we already know that's going to go back into the room. It's another unidentified one, so... man, this thing's hit hard. Alright, so we found our port. Okay, so this one probably isn't rotten, so let's see, what can we use? We'll go ahead and finish off our port bones, and then that should max out our vitality. So we'll eat some more seeds so we can get that vitality higher and clear up some space for us. And we found another unidentified coach. Let's throw it at you. And then get hit before I can throw it at you. Alright. This is a bad situation we're in right now. Maybe not that bad. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we got a few things. So we got a sight fluid, which cures blindness and lust, which are both status effects that are not cool, but we won't be running into any enemies that will give us those status effects. Well, at least not anytime soon. So I'm going to go ahead and use that so I can get some HP out of it. We got another one. Okay, and then we got another summon torturer, which we'll hang on to because we might find another torturer down the line, which will deal massive damage to all enemies in the room. So maybe we can pull off some cool. We found some more unidentified bones. Goodness gracious. Don't know what any of these things are yet, huh? Okay. So after throwing that at the enemy, it said it made it lethargic, meaning that if I eat these bones, I will become lethargic, and I do not want to do that. Because when I'm lethargic, I will move very slowly, and can't have that. Okay, moving on down the next floor. So I would say we are about halfway through with the tower by now. Alright, so here's our new enemy. These guys can confuse you if you're not careful enough, which is when you're confused, you start running in all sorts of different directions, which is not good, because then they can start attacking you, and like I said, you might not be in a position where maybe in a position where you don't want to die because there's something you need to do. Stop. There we go. Made him stop. Alright, we are dangerously low on health. So I will use one of these real quick. Let's make sure we don't die. Okay, we got another summon torturer, which is good. Now, who's this?
What are the differences between the inside and outside of a box? If you open them, are they all the same? Is there an inside and an outside to the world as well? Whoa, I almost got possessed by a worthless Baroque there.
Interesting question. So that was the, I think his name.
My daughter was my treasure.
Oh.
But even then, what am I saying? My daughter is here, inside this box. I'm waiting for the day she'll rise again. Am I to die too?
Alright, so here's another crazy in the Neuro tower. He's the box bearer now. So, since I have a box, let's see what happens if I throw a box at him.
You're going to give me a box? I'm overjoyed. I'll give this to you as a token of my gratitude. Am I to die too?
Okay, so he gave us another box. Let's try throwing this box at him.
You're going to give me a box? I'm overjoyed. I'll give this to you as a token of my gratitude.
So he gave us a recovery box. Restores a random amount of HP. Let's see if I give him another one.
You're going to give me a box? I'm overjoyed. I'll give this to you as a token of my gratitude.
Well, he gave us another box, which is Glass C box. A coat is invisible inside. May explode. I don't want that.
You're going to give me a box? I'm overjoyed. I'll give this to you as a token of my gratitude.
Oh. Something just happened. Okay. So it looks like this box we just got, it's called a hungry box. But since I can't identify it, I don't remember which one it was. I guess it eats some of your inventory items. I haven't gotten something like that before. Interesting.
Am I to die too?
Ooh.
Hey, watch out! What if my precious box breaks?
I'm sorry, buddy. Calm down. Alright, so let's continue with our adventure into the Neuro Tower. You gotta watch out for those spikes, because when you step on that button, take them out of the wall. I'm pretty sure you just saw that, you're not blind. Alright, we found another box. Gosh, I don't know. They're everywhere. Okay, let's see. So here we can use this. So, since a stomach ache gives us -1 attack and -1 defense, it should give everybody else here -1 attack and -1 defense. So let's activate it. Now they all have a stomach ache, so maybe they'll be a bit easier to take down. Ah! Woo! That was a close one. I almost got killed. Let's use these real quick. Alright, we got another something torture. My goodness. A whole lot of those. Let's see, we got another brand. Let's see what it does. Prevents a box from exploding. Instead, it restores some HP and vitality. So that sounds useful in certain circumstances, but not as useful as the brand we already have. But it's not like we can take off the brand anyway, because since we already pressed that one brand, we will not be able to take it off for the rest of the tower. So we got an appraisal parasite, so that's good. We want that. Let's see. I guess we'll get rid of this since we won't be using it. I need to get rid of some of these too, eventually. So let's appraise one of the boxes we used. Okay, so here's the box we got from the box bearer. It says, eats one item. If it doesn't explode, you can get the item back. I haven't used it, but I will keep it so I can add it to the... whatchamacallit? Can't remember what it's called. Item list, that's right. So I'll throw it into a consciousness orb. Okay, and it looks like... oops. Looks like we're done with this floor too. I think these hallways just connect with each other. Okay, so let's head back to the fort. Did I eat all the port bones? Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, we also got another torturer. It is the vampire torturer. Absorbs HP from meta beings in the room, which is good because since we got that summon torturer, we can probably combine the two and it'll be super strong. I don't know why I went back in this room.
Die too?
Yeah, probably. So of course that's what happened to the box bearer after the blaze. So maybe we can find a way to fix the world so he won't be like that anymore. I can make crazy pants. Ooh. We got a new enemy. So let's try what we were talking about earlier. So we'll use a summon torturer, which will take all of the meta beings on the entire floor and put them in this one room that we're in. And then afterwards, I will use the Vampire Torturer, which will absorb some HP from all of them. So maybe it'll be easier to take down after I summon all of them. This probably will be stupid if I die. Luckily, we just came to this floor, so I can just go back to where we were. Just reboot the game. Oh, stop it, guys. Okay, so here we go. Wow. That's a lot. Alright. So we just absorbed a lot of health from these guys. Nice, so pretty much took them all out. Except this one. There we go. Another summon torture. Goodness, I don't need another one. So we got an identifying bone. This will come in handy. So we'll get rid of this one torture, and then we'll use the identifying bones. Actually, I take that back. We'll get rid of this parasite. Actually, I take that back again. I can still identify it. What am I doing? I don't need that. Okay. So, now that we have some identifying bones, we can identify one thing. Oh, we can identify all of them. Cool. So we got a no-name torture. Results are unpredictable. I think I'll save that for the database too, because I think that is pretty rare. And we also got twin can be opened if you have two. So if we have two twin boxes, we can open them. And probably we'll have something cool in there. I don't know. I might hang on to it. Let's see what else we got. Alright, I think that's all we got, so we can move on. I'll throw this sword at you. I don't feel like fighting you. We got an unlucky sword, which will lower the chance of a lucky hit. We don't want that, so we'll throw it at somebody. So got a hurt seed. Let's see. Alright, so I want to get my vitality up to 173 so I can eat another heart seed and then take that one. But I don't want to eat a heart seed because it won't add to my max vitality just yet, so I'm going to do that. It's going to give me lethargy for a short amount of time. I'll take that, and then we'll get another seed. We don't need that. So since we have lethargy now, we're going to move very slowly, so we need to take it easy, not go so fast. Oh, who's this?
Did the Debar not succeed? Was the will not spoken? Is this punishment for attempting the Debar? Don't just stand there, say something! Will you not tell me? No. What good would knowing anything now do me? Comrade, could you purify me?
Alright, so he's asking us to purify him. Now this main character in particular, his name is not mentioned, he has the power to purify, which every time we beat up one of those monsters, we are essentially setting the soul free of the person that got turned into the monster. So this guy is asking us to take him out of his misery, pretty much. Oh, look, he follows you, his little head moves. That's great. Alright, anyway. So, probably we will purify him in a second.
What are you hesitating for? Purify me.
Alrighty. Like a shot skin.
The bait known as salvation. How foolish.
Alright, so he dropped what is called an idea Sephira. Oh, we need to get rid of something so we can carry it. Ah, the seed is rotten. We'll just throw it up here. Alright, so now we have the Coriel idea Sephira. That guy right there that we were just talking to is known as a Coriel member. He's a member of an organization. Pretty much what this thing right here is if you keep it, you can take it back to the main hub, and when you get back to the main hub, you can take it to this one guy, and he will tell you the thoughts that that person was having, which is interesting. It just adds more to the story that you're trying to piece together, so we'll hang on to it. Alright, Androne said, I've been watching, but I gotta head out. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I think you asked another question, I didn't get around to answering it. Oh well. Uh-oh. So that guy just weakened our sword. If we take it to the Cursebringer Angel, we will be able to get it back up to what its normal attack is. So now it's going to be doing less damage, thanks to that guy. Thanks a lot, that guy, or we don't like you. Alright, I think that was the only important thing on this floor, so we're just going to go ahead and head down. I know usually that we explore all of the floor, but we don't need to do that right now. Alright, got a new floor. So we got an appraisal. Let's see what that does. I don't know. Let's see here. We don't need this anymore, so we'll take that. It says appraises all your items. So next time we have some items we don't know what to do with, that we don't know their kind they are, we can use that. Start getting rid of these arrow bones because my inventory is getting filled up. Alright, we got rid of all those. More unidentified bones, great. Go ahead and use this, the appraisal parasite. And it says they are lethargy bones. We don't want to eat those. Just made him lethargic. Hey, come back here with that. Alright, we got a bag. Not much is happening here. Oh, here we go. Oops. So that is a food disc. Looks like it turned our coat that we were wearing into food. Luckily, we have another one, so we'll put that on. And we'll throw this at you. Be careful not to step on that disc again. So we got another identifying bone, so maybe next time we have some unidentified stuff. See if there's anything we can throw at him, because it's just running out of space. Throw that at you. There we go. Let's move on. Ah, here we go. This is another consciousness orb. So, since we got our Coriel Ideocephera, we'll go and throw that in here, so I can get it back when I die. Or complete the tower, whichever one. Let's see. We can go down this hallway. Alright, took them out both at the same time, that's good. Let's see if there's any more bones we have. We'll throw it at you. Oh sweet, made them both lethargic. I pretty much used that guy as a meat shield. Alright, so we got 2 heart seeds out of that. So, the next time our vitality is low, we can take one of those, or maybe we can find a way to get it back up so we can max it out. Just go ahead and eat one real quick, and then we'll move on. Alright. I'd say we're about 3/4 of the way there now. Maybe, I don't know.
Its idea. But our order made it so that we can use it as a transmitting device for other items. For instance, we made it so that if you throw an item into the consciousness orb, it'll be transferred to the outer world.
Interesting.
We don't need the littles anymore. We ran lots of That's cool. I believe those with big bodies. organizes the world. That means you should defy him, understand?
Well, this guy likes the Archangel, probably because he's part of the same organization. What the heck happened to this guy? Goodness gracious. He's got another face in him, poor guy. That's probably what happened to him after the blaze. Oh no. Okay, so let's get our health back up, because we took a beating.
The Archangel. That means you should defy him, understand?
Buddy, stop hitting me.
The Archangel is the one that organizes the world.
Alright. I needed to eat one of these real quick.
That means you should defy him.
There we go. Okay, so we picked up a fire torturer. Let's see what this is. Deals fire damage to meta beings in the area. So that's not the same as the room, but it's an area. So maybe we can pull off something that we did earlier. Goodness gracious. There we go. So we'll have to take it easy again until our health can get back up. Oh no. I need to stay away from the— oh no! Ah. Okay, so we'll go ahead and try our little trick with the summon and the fire torturer. So let's see what happens. Ah. So let's wait until they get a little close to us. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I made a mistake. I repeat, I have made a mistake. Alright, let's see here. Appraise all your items. We need to get a little bit more HP up, so— oh, here we go. We'll eat that real quick, and take some seeds. Now let's see what happens if we can use the fire torturer. Okay, that didn't work. Ah! I'm running. So I am currently afflicted with the lust status effect, which means I will see everything, including items, and the port, and other NPCs, as these little girls right here. Well, they're not really little girls, but you know. Which means I won't really know what it is I'm fighting, what it is I might pick up, what it is I might step on, so I gotta be careful. I gotta be really careful. Focus. Oh, sweet. So, that one just dropped another idea Sephra, which is a very good thing. Because very rarely do enemies drop their own idea Sephra, so I will definitely be keeping that. I need to be extra sure I don't die this time, because, it's very rare that you receive those. Alright, man, they are just pouring it. Oh, that's the Cursebringer Angel. I do not need to hit that. Alright, so since we have the Cursebringer Angel right here, maybe we can find something that we can get rid of, or maybe not, because it looks like most of the stuff is stuff we want to keep. We'll take one of these, get our vitality up, and we'll eat some of these to get both of them up. Alright, I think we're good for now. I don't think we need to do anything with the Cursebringer Angel. There we go. So now all the sound effects are deadened because of those bones we just ate. But I think it's kind of funny how it does that. Let's funnel them into here. Yeah, get out of here. I guess they went away. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh. My health's getting low again, that's not good. Oh. Oh, that chips your tooth. Ah, snap. So what I just used, it made my health go down even more. That's not good. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna have to use this because I think we're about to get hit. I think we are about to die once I get off this this pause screen. This is not good. Especially since I got this thing right here, because if I die, I'll probably have to restart. Ooh, this isn't good. Yeah, none of these things are going to be giving me any health, so I gotta just... Okay, when I press this button, the menu's gonna go down. Oh, barely missed me. I am running. I'm just gonna run. Okay, our health is getting up a little faster, so hopefully I outran them. And then heart's beating fast, you hear it. Ah, Spiegel target. Oh no! We died. Man, those things hit hard. Well, guess we'll just start where we were. This is why I'm really glad that you save every time you go down the floor. Oh, darn, that's disappointing. Because we had that really rare item. Shucks. Okay, so we're back on floor 1000, which is what we were on. We're just restarting the floor. There's the Cursebringer Angel. Hello again.
Consciousness orbs are used to transmit the word.
Oh, we already heard you earlier. Gosh, I don't like dealing with you. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Since I'm gonna deal with people like you. There. Ooh, got it right before she hit me. Man, I am getting pummeled on this floor. These guys are tough. Ah. Maybe I just need to leave. I'm skipping this floor. Forget about it. Let's see. We'll take that. Uh-oh. This is what I meant by if you run from everything, you turn around, and you're just followed. Ah. Gotta find that port room. Excuse me. I don't need you. Ah. Oh, hang on. I do need this. Alright, so get our vitality up a little more. Ooh. Really missed that. Alright, the port should be right up here because it doesn't look like we're going to have any more room. Yep, there it is. We are moving on. Alright, we got a new enemy. These guys hang from the ceiling and they can inflict you with various status effects. Alright, took care of him pretty easy. Oh yeah, this is the floor where I think you start to see the scariest thing in the game, and I hate it. The first time I saw one of these, it was nasty. I did not like it because it made me scared. Let's see. Don't need that. I'll throw it at you. Oh no. That thing just poisoned me. So we gotta take it easy now. Just gotta be a lot more careful from now on. Make sure nobody else is gonna... Ah. Well, that thing gave me the lust status too, so now we're gonna be dealing with this for a while. Gotta just keep hitting it. And it poisoned me. Oh no, I'm about to die again. Alright. Goodness gracious. Is it just me, or that one take longer to kill than last one? I don't know. We got some more appraisal items. Let's see. Gets nothing to be appraised. But I do need to get these cooked or taken to the Cursebringer Angel so I can fix them. So now we're, oh, no. So that's the scariest enemy of the game, but we can't see it because it's been turned into a lady. Consider yourself lucky. Come back here. Alright, well, we killed it, and you didn't get to see it, but we will probably be seeing more down the line, and they probably won't look like pretty ladies in Japanese attire, so look forward to it. Okay. Well, we don't know what those are, so I'm not going to bother with trying to make room for them. Alright, so we found the port, so we just need to make sure. Oh, here's another one. I can tell by the shape of their shadow, so I gotta walk up to it. It spins around. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's two of them. That ain't good. Yep, there he is. Take a gander, folks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, when I first saw that thing, it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. And I will, you'll probably see why in a second, because it's not just you turn down a hallway and you see that face. I'll show you. God, it's like if I don't do that one attack. Oh, hello. So in exchange for dying the last time, it's given me another one. That's great. Let's see. I don't need that. Ooh. Sweet. Alright, so we just gotta be really careful now because I have something to risk. Okay, so I am not going to go up and talk to this guy. Here's why. There are only a few consciousness orbs left until we're done with the tower. And if I don't if I don't throw certain items into a consciousness orb before I die, I will lose it. So this one's going to give me their own idea Sephiroth when I talk to them. And I don't want to talk to them because I want to keep that idea Sephiroth. And I don't know how many consciousness orbs are going to be left. So I'm just going to leave that one alone. And that's probably the only thing that we're going to be seeing on this floor, so let's go ahead and go down. And let's proceed. Because we are nearing the end of the tower, folks. We are almost there. Ooh. Okay, so one of our boxes got turned into meat, which is good. I'm just glad it wasn't this, because I don't want to lose that just yet. I want to wait until we can find another consciousness orb, and then I can throw it into there. Alright, someone just stepped on that food tile. Stop. Moving on. Alright, here we got a new enemy. These guys will chase you all over the place. If you run from them, they will follow you all throughout the level, I believe. And they hit hard, so you need to be very careful. I don't really have anything that can take care of a big group, so maybe I should just play it safe. Let's see. Okay, we'll be good with that for now. I got rid of him. Alright, got rid of both of them. So that is probably another food thing, because I think that's what those drop, so we're not going to step on that again, because who knows what could turn into a piece of meat. Could be something important. Okay, we got another seed. I need to go cook these, actually. Let's see. What can we use? I think there are only going to be 2 more consciousness orbs left in this tower run, so I need to make sure that I have 2 things that I know for sure that I want to send back at the beginning. So definitely that one, and maybe this box, unless I find something more important. So let's see. We'll leave that. And we'll go find another fire thing, so we can cook that. Ah. Why are you doing this to me? Stop. Whew. That was good. Alrighty, let's keep on moving. So we just got an asbestos coat, which will give you mesothelioma like Doug. And it will make you fight resistance to fire attacks. I don't want that. So we don't really have anything that can top off our vitality, so we'll just hang on to that. And let's see. I need to get rid of these. I don't know what to do with them. There. And also, I will throw this coat at you. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's go find some fire. There we go. Hey yo, we're roasting some pots on the barbie. I'm sorry to anybody's Australian. Oh gosh. So let's try to run away from them and see if we can pick them off one by one. because I am in no shape to fight that many. That's the thing we threw earlier. Yep, they are. They're following me. This guy looks like he drinks too much beer. Alright, I got rid of her just in time. So that was a heart. It's probably going to be a heart seed. So I will take it. Even though it's not identified, it could give me a stomach ache. I'm going to take the risk. Alright. It wasn't rotten, so that's good. Let's move on. Those guys will eventually find me anyway, so... Uh-oh. I wonder why you didn't come in here, that's weird. Are you just running up and down the hallway? Dude, there you are. Alright, got rid of him real quick. Ooh, one hit and that thing took away a big chunk of my health. That's why I gotta be careful around those guys. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Now this is a cultivating fluid, which is very important because there is an NPC that will give you a very unique piece of dialogue if you show it to them, so I will be keeping that.
My sin is recorded in this consciousness orb, but I do not have the courage to confess it. I am a coward.
So that's Dr. Angelicus. She is personally my favorite character in this game.
My sin is recorded in this consciousness orb.
Okay.
Please stop. I cannot be purified.
Her story will be revealed in a later segment, which is, oh, not one of my segments, but later in the game, after you do a certain number of things after you die, which is, the reason why it's important to do certain things before you die in the tower. So here's another consciousness orb. I will throw this in here because I definitely want that to go back to the beginning. Alright. Let's see what that was. A vital parasite. Use with yourself to increase your max vitality. Ooh, that's nice. So we'll go ahead and use that. Okay, so our vitality went up a tiny bit. Not all that much, but oh well. So, I guess we'll head to the port because Dr. Angelicus and that consciousness orb is pretty much all we needed to see on this floor. Go away. No. Stay away from me. Oh. Ah, shoot. There we go. This hallway should hopefully take us to the port. It looks like it might. Ah, no it doesn't. Shoot. Excuse me, pardon me. Wow, surprised I made it out of there alive, goodness. Here we are at the port. Oops, darn it. I pressed the down button, but it didn't save. Whew, so we gotta be really careful now, because if I die, we're gonna have to restart that level. Oh gosh, it's not gonna be good. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that there's nothing on this floor that we need to see. So, oh, okay, here we go. So, here it is, everybody. This is the creepiest enemy in the game. If you think that's a wall, oh no, it ain't. That's not a wall. It is a freaky alien face painting thing. Oh my gosh, no. That is one ugly little guy. Oh my, no. This is one of the reasons why I love this game so much, is that it can evoke that kind of reaction from me. Because the first time I played, or excuse me, the first time I saw that thing while I was playing, oh my word, you wouldn't believe the heart attack I had. Oh, there's another one. Buddy boy, you gotta stop. Get out of my way. I got a tower to finish, excuse me. Thank you. Okay, so our bag is almost full. We can only hold up to 15 items. You know, we throw it into the consciousness orb. So I can only afford to throw one more thing into a consciousness orb, even if there's more than one consciousness orb. I can only throw one more thing into it, so I need to choose carefully. So I'm probably going to throw that in there. So what we need to do is we need to focus on finding those ports. Ah, it's another one. Come on. We don't even need to bother with the enemies, we just need to keep on running. Oh no, it's another one. Please, no. Oh, no, there's another one behind it. Oh, there's another one. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Thank you. Goodness gracious, we were trapped back there. Perhaps the... Oh, hello. It's Alice again.
I feel like I understand their feelings. So ripped from us.
Please stop hitting me while I'm trying to talk to this lovely lady over here. See if she has anything else to say. I don't think she does. Do I need to just, like, get rid of you guys real quick? So I can hear this lady talk? Good. I will if I have to. I will hurt you. I got a sword. And a gun. I haven't used the gun, actually. I might. I don't know. Alright, 2 birds. Oh no, so he just paralyzed me. I cannot move from this one spot. However, I can still attack. That's not really how paralysis works, but who cares?
I don't know, I'm supposed to have lost the ability to feel pain. Whenever I see you, I feel like my chest hurts.
What if I hit you?
Even though you're gonna slash me? Go ahead. You want to get rid of me, right? Go ahead and erase me. If it's you hacking me, I'm happy.
That's weird, lady. You're into some weird stuff. I'm leaving. Now, part of what I really like about this game is that despite how unknown and niche it was... Oh, excuse me. So this is where a Coriel was, so after I purified him, I took his crystal, so he's not here anymore. Oh yeah, anyway. Despite how, kind of weird and... whenever this game was released back in 2008, it pretty much flew under the radar. Nobody bought it. Like, nobody bothered playing it because, you know, it just looked weird and it was hard. It was a difficult game to play. Nobody liked it. But even though that was the case, they hired some great voice actors for this game. They do their role very nicely and they do a great job, which surprises me because, you know, most overseas things that are, you know, ported from like Japan and China, whenever they're dubbed in English, usually the dubs aren't all that great if they are, you know, maybe an anime nobody's heard of, or maybe a TV show nobody's heard of. They usually do not have good dubs, but surprisingly this one has a great dub. I don't know who was behind the voice directing for this game, but they did a great job. Oh yeah, there's these guys. I just need to find the port. And they're scary at first, but then they just become an annoyance. I don't care about the items, I just need to find a port. So far, this floor has been pretty straightforward, which is good. So, yeah, it's just been a straight line so far. I'm kind of glad because I don't feel like going down a whole bunch of winding hallways and stuff, because usually these levels that have this skin, they go for a long ways and they twist and turn and they intersect and stuff, and it's just they're long and tedious. Goodness, you can already tell. See, look how the map is starting to scroll. It's so large, and they get even larger when you start getting to like the 30,000 range, or excuse me, not 30,000, 3,000. I promise there are not that many floors. Okay, there we go. There's our port. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the final floor of the Neuro Tower. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, you probably noticed by now is that there are no enemies on this floor, which is very nice. There are 2 consciousness orbs, one of which I need to find so I can throw that last item in there. Hello. So that's the cherub. He's down here because he's guarding somebody. And we'll probably see who that is in just a minute. Okay, here's our consciousness orb. So, I'm going to pick out the rarest item from here. Which is probably going to be this no-name torture. I'm going to throw it in there. Alright. Now all we need to do is find the NPC at the bottom, which I already told you who it was. We need to go find the Archangel. He's waiting for us down here. It's wherever the heck he is. I think he's down here. He's going to tell us how we can fix the world and get everything back to normal.
Enter the consciousness orb and head for the bottom floor. Purify the absolute God, heal your sin, and save the world.
Alright, so that's what happened to him after the blaze. He was in the middle of what caused the blaze, and then that happened to him, poor guy. It's probably very uncomfortable right there. I bet his neck hurts. Ugh, poor guy. So we're going to go into the consciousness orb, and we're going to go to the source of what's causing all of this crap. I'm going to save it. As you can see right there, we are going down to floor 99,999. Thank God I didn't have to go down that many floors, gosh.
Now shoot the angelic rifle. Purify the deranged absolute God.
Alright, so this is the reason why we have this thing right here. It's our rifle, which doesn't really look like a rifle, but hey, it's kind of cool. Alright, so it's the absolute God that has caused all of this trouble.
Don't go crazy, 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 don't go crazy.
Okay, so the Archangel is telling us to shoot her with this right here. One shot, and the whole entire world will die. Or, instead of shooting her, what if we walked into her? And there's a Neuro tower from the outside.
I'm here. Who will die? I don't want to die. Then I will die. No. I should have been the one to die. I'll die instead. You can live. You can have another chance.
And we're back at the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the things I absolutely love about this game. That entire cutscene probably made no sense whatsoever, but I assure you that it is plot relevant. So that was our tower run. Now we get to go in there and do it all over again, but this time we do some things a little different that would change up the story and reveal what exactly is happening and all that crap. So if you're ever interested in this game, you can find it probably somewhere, or find a playthrough. I don't know, I might do a full playthrough of this game, I'm not sure. If you do, tell me, and I might video myself doing an entire playthrough if anyone can sit through that. My gosh, that'd be boring. So, I thank you very much for watching our stream. Actually, it's just my stream, nobody else is here. And I hope you have a very wonderful day, or wonderful night, whatever the heck time it is.